Lexi, you got both sheets up?
I think I will.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready, and same thing with you, Matt, if you would.
Yeah, I got them up on my tablet, so
Okay.
good.
Cool.
Should we wait? Do the luck thing or just
Yeah. Everybody, throw your luck rolls and add them to your inventory, please.
I got a 6. I did it while we were still talking.
Ooh.
12. Not bad.
10.
17
Yeah.
for
A
that.
10. It's like an exact repeat of last night.
I'm gonna think about the luck points for like I might like cap it out like how many you can use per session.
Oh.
Understood. It was getting a little
Okay.
crazy
Yeah.
last session.
Oh shit. With this, I now have 27 luck points. So I'm just going to try to use them all up tonight on everybody in the party.
I mean, I would still like to see, well, you can still bank all your points, but you might be able to only use so much per roll or so much per session.
Well, I forgot to use them. And I don't usually use them for myself. I usually use them to give them to other players.
No, that's
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I'm not going to change anything for tonight.
Mhm.
So let me know when y'all all finished y'all rolls.
Yes.
Yep, I got
I'm
10.
done.
So that brought my luck points up to 27 because I forgot to use them last week.
I got 17, so that's good.
Dang.
Yeah, I think limiting that god power is a good idea.
Yeah.
So looking at the map, I did open up those 2 rooms, but that is on the, the balcony mid-floor, if you will. So your choices would be to either go up the balcony and explore those 2 rooms, or you can go towards that center stairs, which goes up, or you can go left or right and go down stairs.
We don't want to go down the bloody stairs. Not just yet.
Well, we should probably explore the storerooms first.
Yeah.
Yep.
see if
And if there's
there's
any doors, I'm
any-
pretty sure we can succeed on that group strength check.
I didn't hear this area.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if y'all want to do that, do y'all need to talk anymore, or are y'all good?
I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think we're good.
so yeah, we'll see who wants to go first.
So Oscar, you know about stones and stuff. You want to lead this party? You might see something that's we wouldn't
Yeah, I can take
normally
one.
see. I mean,
Yeah, I can take the lead. I'm not going to light a torch because I have dark vision. And I was about to say, I'll light a torch. Let's check out that storeroom.
I'll move you since I have the map.
Thank you. My laptop is very slow.
You're welcome. So you
My
wanna go-
laptop doesn't show me the map at all. I'm in, but
Pretty sure if I run 2 programs on my gaming laptop, it'll crash. Should I roll perception in the storeroom or?
Let's see. The door. Did you already go in? I can't see. Oh, you're at the door. So
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead and roll your perception there, and tell me what it is, because I don't have that page up.
It is a 14.
All right. So yeah, it's just going to be a normal wooden door, and as far as you can tell, it's not locked.
I'm gonna give that door an open.
Give it a note.
You give it an open. All right. So yeah, you do. I mean, you can tell what's in there at a glance, but I will go ahead and describe it to you. There is a large white fur in there.
Bird?
Fur.
Oh.
Belonging to some large beast that lurks on this mountain. Perhaps it could be being used as sleeping quarters for one of the leaders. But
That we killed.
yeah. But other than that, it's just going to be some crates and some barrels of food and typical usage items, mundane items.
No goblin.
Does it look safe in there?
Yeah. At a glance, I'd say it is.
Yeah.
How big are the barrels in here?
So each of those spaces are 5 foot. So it looks like at least 2 to 2.5 foot radius barrel, if you will. I don't know, maybe 55-gallon drum size.
All right, I'm gonna check inside. Depending on what's in it, I may or may not throw it at things that aren't friendly towards us. This is one of my favorite things to do in Dragon's Dogma. So I run around the barrel, then when something rushes at me, I throw it at it. It's fun.
Let me open up just a little bit more of that room there.
Is there any light in there, or is it like all dark in there?
So, I think in each of the rooms they do have like hanging sconces, like all over the place. So it's a little bit more than dim light, but it doesn't really show you exactly where the sconces are. So you wouldn't necessarily need your dark vision up in here.
Okay. Me being the only human in this group. Actually, I think half of this group can't really see in the dark anyway, so give or take.
Gotcha. So I don't think you need torches per se, but yeah, you might find some flour, some grain, stuff like that in those.
Yeah, what's the condition of the fur?
It's like you would have in front of a fireplace. So the more you look at it, well, you're not in there, but
Well, I'm going to be in there.
for
Just a second here.
the two that are in there, it's more like a trophy rug that somebody or something's using as a bed.
We're in a winter setting. Wolfric is going to ask if anybody minds if he takes that thing.
I mean, if you need a rug.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Oh,
about it
for
as
me.
like a huge thing to wrap around me since we're in a mountain area.
I'm not in there, but it may be almost as weighty as you are. I'm just saying.
How big is the rug?
I've never hefted a fur rug, so I have no idea what they would win.
So
I have no idea what they'd weigh.
I would say probably a good maybe 20 pounds. I'm not sure.
You said each of those squares is 5 feet.
Yeah, so that's almost like a 10-foot square rug. So
Would that fit in my backpack?
no, you could probably tie it and wear it like a cape, and
That's what I was thinking. It would look awesome.
if you want to
Wolfric
like
with a fur cape. Imagine it, guys.
Dragging it.
With a
It
5
would
foot
be
train.
so heavy. It would be so heavy.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to put it on, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta.
hi, sir. Oh yeah, I'll try to put it on. Yeah, I'll put it on and I'll try to tie it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll have about a 4 or 5 foot train behind you.
You might have to dump it to battle, but I mean, as you go to put it on, bits of fur is just like getting in your face, and it just smells like.
Also, it's really bad quality then.
No, it's good quality, but whatever was sleeping on it just smells like straight up funk and ass, and you just put it on.
So,
All right, does
Goblin
anybody have
movie.
prestidigitation?
yeah, actually, Piper does.
Piper actually
Yeah.
have that, so
So he'll
Yeah, I was
be.
thinking,
I'm
given
not
how
ru-
big this thing is, we might be able to use it as the floor of a tent later on if we acquire enough stuff to make a tent out of. Then we have to sleep
in that
outside.
tent
It would
by
be a
yourself.
benefit.
So I mean, as Wolfric is standing right next to Oscar and Theo, I mean, y'all just start to smell them. These colors, like Pigpen from Charlie Brown.
Like,
Yeah.
what's that my
Hey.
smell?
No, it's
Big
big.
Big fan, big fan.
I don't know if Piper's going to present dissertation that it's going to take him a while. He can only do 1 square foot at a time. So if it's a 10 by 10, he might be at
Can I
it for a
just roll up
while.
and tie it to my backpack then in that case?
You can take it and drag it and clean it later if you want, but you might have to.
Yeah,
dump
I'm gonna roll it up and put it underneath the table.
You're dragging it through goblin blood. Oh no.
No. I'm carrying it. I'm rolling it up and I'm carrying it like you would a rug.
So what about
I
these?
work at a hardware store, so there's a way to do this. I've moved 20-foot rugs.
Yeah, but Wilfric does it. How big are these crates and barrels? I mean, are they? Do they look like they can be opened, or there might be something of value in them?
I mean, you can see through the crates. It's just general items to run this keep, if you will. Grain and flour and maybe whatever things they might need in the kitchen, or stuff for the what is it, the braziers?
Oil.
Mhm.
Yeah, so
The-
there might be stuff like that in the crates, but you're welcome to take a look.
All right, so Wolfric's going to roll up the rug and shove it at the table, and then he's going to help them open these crates. He can just punch them open if that comes to it.
There's nothing of real value in those crates. I don't really see of use to trying to break it open and hoping for a prize in the bottom of your Cracker Jack box, but
Yeah.
No, it's
Anything
like this
like
is
a
flour and
bowl?
water. If you have flour and water, you can make hardtack. You can live off that stuff,
I
literally.
mean, you could throw flour at somebody's face and they probably couldn't see for a while.
Yeah, think about it. When you do that, the flour actually inflicts the blind status for at least one turn.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all have something to contain flour, pouches or whatever, and y'all want to grab,
Yeah, make flour bombs. Why not?
coming up to something that's invisible, you can try and throw flour at it.
I don't
Or
even
something
know
worse with us, you can
what
throw it in
that
its mouth and it will have to stop and clear its mouth or it can't breathe.
But I don't think we need that. It's just an idea.
Yeah, so Wolfers come back after the rug's on the table. He's like, we should make a note of the stuff we can use, and then I can probably make a litter of the scrap in here and we can drag it on the fur.
yeah, if you want to grab it on the way out, I'd say that's the better idea. But
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
what I meant. He rolled up the fur rug and put it under the table. He explains to the group that he intends to get a tent big enough for everybody and put this rug in the middle of it so we don't have to worry about the cold hard ground.
Mm.
I got a bed roll.
yeah,
I-
I think we all
You can
do.
have that rug.
I mean, yeah, you're your own person. I can't make your decisions, but yeah,
No, I already rolled it up and tucked underneath the table in the great hall.
that is up to you, buddy.
Yeah, but it's like we should probably move the provisions near the table so we can grab them on the way out. We might be able to use some of this stuff.
And what about the kegs? Do they look like they have anything in them?
Not anything different than cooking
Okay.
the grains or stuff like that, oats, stuff like that they might need to feed people.
I'll look at Lau's owl when I saw the grains and stuff, but I didn't say anything.
Oscar, I don't know about you, but I think we have exhausted this room. Want to move on?
I have to agree with you there. Would you like to take us over to the next room there, Mr. Cronus?
I can. If you, I mean, sure. We can leapfrog rooms if you want. That's fine.
We'll leap away.
Hop, hop.
Y'all going to the north room, or y'all going
Oh, it looks like everybody's leaving.
to the oh
well, right where Cronus is at, there's another door.
there's a door right there. Gotcha. Didn't even see that.
I didn't see it either.
Door.
Oh,
Cool, right there.
That's all right. I got a pretty decent perception, so I saw it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, let's go into the next room then. Did you want to? Yeah, okay. So we're following Cronus then.
yeah.
That's not what.
Fair is fair. I hope you don't get boinked in the face, Cronus. I do apologize.
Well, if we want to get into a pun contest, I'm going to leave you all in the dust. Just a heads up.
Well, interesting you said it. Can I hear anything through the door, or is it kind of silence?
Give me your perception check.
Perception.
I'll give you 5 luck points on that.
Good, because yeah. So that's 16.
You do hear maybe some low grunt sounds, and maybe like some the sound you would hear like at a butcher shop.
Oh boy.
Like a cleaver drop.
Oh boy.
One of my favorite
Uh.
bandit lines from the game I just finished playing this morning was "Leave it to the cleaver," and he's one of the guys you have to fight with. Naturally, he's a melee fighter, and he's dual wielding a pair of massive machetes.
Well,
Oh, here's an idea. I don't know what the group wants to think. So we've already seen goblins in here, right? So I speak goblin. So can I project a goblin tone of voice saying, "Hey, we're under attack," and see if they come out,
Oh
kind
yeah.
of like an
and-
ambush?
Yeah, use the doorway to like choke them, so it's like one at a time. That would be a good idea.
should we start like that, or I mean, 'cause there
Killian's
was a-
also a goblin right now, so that's
That's
probably
right.
work.
Oh
That's
yeah, that's right.
I would like to imagine Killian just like running around because their legs are shorter now and they're not used to it.
Well,
Just following everyone.
in that case, Killian, you want to look inside? Because if you're a goblin and they're goblins in there, you might be able to say, "All right, I was just checking in on you guys and come back," type of thing.
Cronus, can you throw your voice onto Killian?
Yeah, I can't speak goblin.
I can.
So why don't you? Okay, why don't you tie up Cronus and then just bring him in to see what's going on, and then he can translate on the down low to you because he speaks Goblin,
Yeah, we can tie like a loose.
and be like, "This is my captured
Yeah,
villain
we
or
found
whatever."
we found this human outside. What do you guys want to do with it? We can use them for a snack or whatever.
Yeah, whatever they do on.
Hey, Killian can't hear you.
Well, Killian can read lips, so I'm turning and looking at them. So
Yeah.
That's right. Dang.
Yeah, I'm just. You'll have to be like extra stealthy if you do that. You'll have to like.
I usually work sure. I guess I could try. And Killian's will tie a dot around Kronos. Looking really confused.
I'm gonna ready an action at the door in case bad stuff.
Mhm.
All right. So
Is the door locked?
yeah, we never even see if the door was locked.
It's locked. Damn it.
go ahead and do your perception check of the door. Or slide of hand. Give me a slide of hand.
Okay.
We should probably move out of the way before we open that door. The rest of us, like, crawl up against
Yeah,
the
sure,
wall where they
sure.
can't see us.
Oh,
Be very hard to pull. if we
I'm
don't
gonna
do-
use a 5 on my luck point because I'm nervous.
I give you 6 more.
That's good. That's good because I roll a 1.
oh no.
13 and plus 6. 13 plus 6 math. 19.
19. It is unlocked.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to open the door and walk in as a goblin. Just walk in. I didn't speak anything yet. Can I look around? Or can Kronos look around?
So y'all gonna be walking in together, just the two of you.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna have me as a prisoner, and we're gonna walk in together.
That's the plan you guys told me.
Right. Give me 1 second. I'm refreshing my page.
It's gonna be so weird. Just like a little goblin just like drag a human.
You're doing great.
All my friend died. But I got this human.
Hey, can you guys see my token on Owlbear because I can't find myself anymore.
And I can't find Piper
I
either.
don't-
haven't
don't
been able to
know.
find myself in
I don't
years.
know who you are.
I was
Where's
there a
Wolfric?
minute.
Where'd he go?
Yeah, I was there a minute ago and then I can't find anybody.
Where is Piper?
Yeah,
Wait.
Piper was here a minute ago, but yeah.
Hmm.
I'm putting y'all back.
Okay.
It might have messed up when I refreshed my end.
No worries. I was just thought it was just me.
Okay, I'm back.
There we go.
I was a little worried.
Oh,
Someone
Okay.
casts banished on you. You're gone.
I
One
turned
more.
really invisible.
One more thing, and then
Come here, honey.
What?
hearing the cat calm me down a bit.
The cat. Our cat keeps like meowing really loud, so I'm sorry.
Sounds
No,
like
it's
she's a
fine.
dead rat.
It helped me. Help calm me down a bit. It's
Okay.
nice.
It's all right. You got a prisoner, so you should be good.
Yeah.
so as you go into the room, I'm gonna open it up what you see.
Okay.
Hold on to your hats. All right.
What is
Oh,
happening?
boy.
Oh no.
You
Oh
are
no.
you are going to see this half ogre just going to town on his orc corpse, and he's going to turn around and look at you. And as you can see, right next to the door, there's a table, and across the room, there's another table with some blood and crap. And in that, on that table, with all that blood, there's going to be these four little. They're almost going to look like purple
People eaters.
tree, like purple tree frogs. Just two legs.
So too late.
And they are just gonna like pick their head up from feeding in that plate, and their face is gonna kind of be like full of blood and stuff, and they're just gonna look at y'all.
Well,
as
so
you're
can
walking
I loudly say, oh no, you took me. Oh wait, are we in the room yet?
I think we are.
Yeah, so go ahead and move y'all two
Is
tokens.
it too late to turn back?
Yeah.
That
So
sounds like a bad idea.
can I very loudly describe what's in the room? It's like, oh no, a big ogre and all this other things, so they know. The rest of the party
Oh, the
knows.
horror.
Oh
Dun,
my
da,
god.
dun, da, da.
So that's what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay.
After he finished describing, I would just swat him in the face and I'd go, "Shut up!" and look at the other one.
All right.
This is bad.
So
This is horrible.
so as you scream that out in whatever way you think you just did, these two of these little purple things are going to come flying at both of you, and I'm going to put it in Messenger.
As in aggressively, or just checking us out.
It's come to groom us. You're dirty.
Sneak attack hug.
And
Oh,
we will be
what kind of messed up Pokemon is this?
we will be in initiative. These things are Zublings.
Oh,
So I will need Cronus and Killian to give me a Dex saving throw.
next
Ugh.
check or saving throw.
Saving throw.
Saving throw.
Okay.
Usually,
gonna
if
be
you're gonna,
horrible.
yeah. Usually, if you're about,
I roll a 3.
I mean, I rolled a 6, but we still came out with an 8.
All right. So,
I mean, it makes sense. We're sticking together right now.
so as
Don't you know you never split the party?
as these things come flying at you, they're going to attach themselves one to each of your face, and they're just going to wrap around your face, and both of you are going to be blinded.
I'm deaf and blind. Wow.
Well, and in fairness, it was a sneak attack hug, so
True,
wasn't
true.
wrong.
But Mr. DM, sir, can we hear what's going on the other side of the door?
Well, did you close the door?
No, I don't think
No.
they
I
did.
don't think
Oh.
we did.
No, because Cronus was yelling like he said he was describing everything that was going on in there as he entered.
Yeah, kind of in a panic of, oh no, I can't believe I'm seeing this in a room all together type of thing, you know.
Yeah. Whoa, me.
This is insane.
All right. So, yeah, we're gonna do this.
You remember
Sure
when Brett
are.
said don't split the party? I think we did exactly that.
Right
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah.
You're through a quick roll.
Yeah,
just gotta-
technically,
Yeah, here's the thing. Even when you're in a town that's that's got plenty of law and order in it, you still never split the party.
I should have used my inspiration. Maybe that would have saved me.
Mm,
You're on the
right,
other side of
so-
the door.
mhm.
So,
Rowan?
remind me what blinded does. I mean, other than this,
I
what
think they're-
disadvantage
they're
on like checks?
Yeah,
Actually, I can-
Disadvantage, I think.
disadvantage.
There's a thingy on the D&D Beyond,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was just looking at. Blind creature can't see and automatically fails any ability checks that require sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
So go ahead and everyone roll initiative and tell me what you got.
I'm gonna pour a lot of my. Can I
I'm
put
using
put
6
all
luck
my
points to add
luck
to my initiative
into this
here.
roll? Can I put all my
So-
luck into this
So
roll?
I got a
Piper,
10.
Piper
Holy
did it-
crap, that's a modified 30 for me because I used 6 of my luck points.
All right,
Whoa.
time out. Piper did it before, but luck points should not be used for initiative.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
You can use guidance though, correct? Because it's an ability check. Yes.
Okay, in that case, it's 24.
Yeah, I believe so.
But I got a nat 20 in the die, so I'm pretty sure I'm going first unless somebody else gets a nat 20.
Oh,
So we doing for everybody or just the two of us?
I'm gonna do everybody because the door's open and others can hear
the commotion.
your scream, and they can also use their movement to get into the room. So, what did you get, Carnes?
I got a 14, and Piper has a 19.
All right, Val, what you get?
I got a 5
Nice.
and Lilac got a 15.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use just I'm gonna use real dice for Lilac so then her and I don't get confused on my screen since I can only roll
Yeah.
dice on my name.
Same thing for Piper.
Okay. Killian, what'd you get?
18.
Theo
12.
and Oscar.
I got a 10.
All right.
Question.
Yep.
If I may. Would I know these face huggers to be Fae or Fiend?
I don't know if you would ever have seen those before.
All right. That is fine.
I mean, do you have
I have divine
characteristics?
sense, but I have to use it as an action. So
I mean, to look at them, I mean, just by looking at them, I mean, you can tell that they're probably from the fiend world, and they're probably not good little creatures.
all right.
So
Raises Monster Menagerie.
yeah. So all right. So what we're gonna have is Wolfric. The first 4 is Wolfric, Piper, Killian, and Lilac.
I got a question. I have 2 arms. Can I attempt to pull these creatures off both their faces at the same time?
Would that be a bad idea?
Let's see, where are you on the map?
Most of
I'm entering the room and I see something's on their faces.
So you could be able to technically, you would have to do that and get ahead of them after you, because you can move through spaces, but you
Yeah,
can't.
that's an ally. Yeah, that's why I was wondering if I can move around and then pull things off their faces while the party surges in and lays waste to everything.
Right.
Count that as like difficult terrain. So instead of a 5 square, it would be a 10 square to move through a teammate.
Well, he's smaller than how tall is Wolfric? I mean, he's a small little dude.
Well, Wolfric's only. Let me check. I think he's 5'11".
Yeah. I mean, you can move through a friendly space as long as they're not massive size, if I'm remember correctly.
Well, I can't pull
Also,
them off
a
both their
goblin
faces.
right
I
now,
won't pull
so
them
I'm
off
probably
Killian's
tiny.
face so they can just start ripping into things.
Okay. So go ahead and let's see. So, so you'd have to use an action to detach it, and so that would be a dex check. And let me see what the difficulty is going to be. All right.
While he's checking that, we're going after the what did he say, goblin or whatever, with the cutting up the orc too, right?
Sure.
Yes.
What was that thing that we're eating an ogre?
So it is a half-ogre.
I mean, we're considering him a bad guy, right?
Oh,
he's eating an ogre, so
no, he's cutting up an orc.
Has he actually seen this Killian and I get blinded, or
Oh yeah, because he turned around. He turned around. He knows you're there, and he doesn't speak Goblin. Yeah, they can only speak common and giant.
Oh, I speak giant.
try to befriend him.
I doubt that will happen, but we can sure try.
Yeah, high enough roll, anything's possible. So
Don't cut me up, good sir. Don't cut me up. So what'd you roll, Wolfric?
What am I rolling?
Your dex check to pull the Zoobling off of Killian's face.
All right, I'm going to hang on. I need to minimize that. I'm going to use 6 of my luck points to add to that because I need to free up Killian so they can kill everything.
I'm gonna add another 2 luck to your roll because I want
That's a plus 8.
Oh,
So that is a modified 16.
All right, you successfully pull it off. What are you gonna do with this? Because it's in your hands.
Well, we got a fighter, and we talked about a possible strategy. I mean, sorry, Pompo, sorry. If I hold this thing, can you stab it in its stupid face?
It's
I
on
think I
someone's
can.
face.
No, he took it off.
Oh, okay.
He took it off.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm holding it so
Stab my own
Killian, I'm
face,
holding it
it's
so
fine.
Killian can stab it, just like kill this thing so we can get on with it.
Well, Piper's next, so you'd have to hold it for a minute.
Okay, I'll hold it for Piper then. I asked Piper to kill the thing so we can start moving on the other thing and free Kronos.
Can't you punch it to death?
I mean, that's an action.
Wait a minute,
right?
there's a bonus action. I can do flurry of blows. Yeah, that's right.
So
I'll do that, I guess.
your first
That's my
action.
bonus action.
Yeah. Use your bonus action if you want to do something.
Yep, I used my key point to do flurry of blows. That is a modified 24 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
All right. And that is 6 damage to the thing.
So you just pulverized this poor little tree frog in your hands.
I
And,
hope
Hey, it
it's a
attacked
poor
my,
little
it
tree
attacked my
frog.
friend, so I don't care.
and this half-ogre is freaking pissed now.
Oh, it's their friend.
So, all right. Would you like to move, Wolfric?
Yeah, Wolfric will move forward and just stare down this half ogre because he's pretty stupid. So make that a thing, please.
Yeah, maybe try and get out of the way because if all of us are coming out of the door throwing spells,
Yeah, I moved
we
forward. It's like I
can't do
rolled up to it, and it's like I was basically doing the "come at me, bro" strut as I went at it, as I walked towards it.
All right. So, all right. And is that all for your turn?
That ends my turn. Yeah.
Well, did you move your token? Because I didn't see it move.
Yeah, just a second. I gotta move him first. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot to do that. So I guess I'm standing about right here, something like that. And I'm just doing the "come at me, bro" thing.
With that,
I'm sure he will do that. He'll help you out. Whoa.
Oh,
it.
I went the wrong way with that one. Hold on, I'm just trying to make it smaller. And there's one more, but that one's on Cronus's face.
right now there's only the Half-Ogre, the pulverized, one of the purple bats, and the other one's on me. Is that how that works?
Yep, two are still on the table. One's on your face, and the Half-Ogre.
So there's 4 thing in this one.
Yeah,
Oh, 3 now.
yeah, but now.
four bad guys. And it's Piper's turn.
All right, so Piper is going to hear the commotion and come 5, 10, 15, 20, and from here he's going to see something on Cronus's face and go 20, 25, 30, and attempt to pull that off as well, off of my face.
Very well. And do your dex check for me.
8, 3, that's 11.
Let me do. That will not get it off of your face.
All right, so he's gonna struggle with that, and since he can't get it off and sees bottleneck, he's gonna move 5 feet out of the way. That'll be his turn.
That little sucker's a little more tougher than the other one.
Chunky boy.
He
Chunky boy.
I guess if a Zoobling could be enraged, he would be at this moment because his buddy just got pulverized.
Oh.
So, all right. Next up is Killian.
This is gonna be a really bad idea, but I'm gonna stab it. The thing on Chrono's face just as it is.
Oh.
I'm not even
Stab
gonna
it like
attempt to do
this,
it.
and not like this.
I mean, it's okay.
Maybe.
Here's the thing: it's a round thing, right? And it's open like this, so I think there's probably have like some space in their backs. So I'm just gonna stab that. I think.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You
I'm
could
gonna kill
also
my
like
friend.
try and peel it off. with
Right
you,
off.
like an oyster. Yeah. Hey, you just tell me what you're doing.
Next, by the way, sorry.
Lilac.
You mean your next character?
I mean, is it engaged with Kronos right now? It's engaged with Kronos right now, right?
I can't see, damn it! I can't see.
You will soon. It's fine.
Sneak attack on the back.
Either
You're
you're gonna
trying to
see
peel off
something
his
or you're
face.
gonna see the light. It's fine.
yelling through bat abdomen. I can't see, damn it! I can't see.
I'm directly in front of Kronos' face, so I'm gonna use my. Should I use my short sword? Sure.
Oh, with a short sword.
This is a really bad idea.
You better hope you don't roll a 1.
Oh wait, I can add my luck in the attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Or
Do you have something smaller?
Yeah, like a dagger.
yeah, I'm probably gonna do a dagger. It's fine. I'm gonna add 5 luck. 10, 5, 5.
I mean, you could probably use your. Could he use a assassinate in this instance?
I think I need to hit first, right?
Well, it hasn't gone into. No, I guess it did attack me. So
No, it's yeah.
But
you
it's
don't.
but it's engaged with somebody, so
You don't have the drop on it. I mean, you can still use.
Wait,
still
do
use
I
sneak
when
attack.
assassinate?
Yeah.
I need to still roll for attack, right? It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the damage.
I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah, it's engaged, so you'd have sneak attack, I
you got the
believe.
sneak attack anyway. But
So
I think assassinate.
sneak attack mean I have advantage, right? Or wait,
You did roll to hit, and that does an 11, or did you add to it?
I add 5 luck to it, so it's a 16.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I need to roll damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Damage to Kronos' face
Oh.
and the
I'm-
bat.
Wait, so it's a crit, so double the dice, right?
Credit, you'd get an extra D, I believe, right? For sneak attack?
To your face.
Oh,
I think. I'm not sure, but
Didn't you roll an 11 plus the 5 luck to hit?
yeah.
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 16.
I'm just asking about the damage because
So if you're using your sneak attack, it's your
oh, I need to
And
add sneak attack too. I forgot.
Oh,
Sorry.
be 2d6 then, plus their normal attack?
4,
Is that how that works?
10.
so yeah, it just rolled for it. Normal damage plus the sneak attack damage.
Okay, so it's a 10.
10
Is
total.
it that total?
Yeah. So yeah, describe how you killed this one on Kronos' face.
So from other people perspective, when they are going to walk into the door, they just saw Killian just hold off a dagger and like stab Kronos in the face.
I mean, I'm imagining the Psycho theme from the original movie at this point. Ying, 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 ying.
Yep. And then I gonna, take it off of Kronos. But yeah.
Thank you, but gross.
Can I bonus action
that.
hide? Are there any place for me to hide at all?
I had to move.
Outside the room.
Sure.
Or what about underneath the table? I don't know if you would be hidden though.
You would not be hidden unless you attempt to knock it over, but he's gonna know exactly where you're at.
Have to
True.
move.
I'm a goblin. Can I hide behind Kronos?
You
No,
gonna
I
hide
don't think
behind
so.
Kronos?
Yeah,
Behind.
You might almost have to be like here-ish.
So you can. I mean, you can just disengage. Do you have the abilities of what you take over, or you can do?
I don't think so. So
But you can do disengage as a rogue, right?
yeah,
so-
but
Yeah, you are a rogue, right?
yep.
Yeah, so you should be able to disengage and then move out of the room if you want to. But it depends on what your tactic is in this battle. You can always disengage, move out the room, and then dash back in for your turn. But
Something like what, like 10 feet of movement, so you have plenty of movement.
I will just get off the room then.
all right. Bye, Kronos.
Bye, Kronos.
All right. Who is up? Lilac.
Alrighty. So she has 30. Well, I would like to rage. So,
Okay.
she's got a rage left. So I would like to rage, and then she's gonna take her 30 feet, and I think it gets her like right to the door.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Can't move. 25, 30. And then since she can't hit anything from there, she that was her movement. So then she's going to use her action to dash.
That you lose rage, so she had to like throw
Oh.
something. She has to make an attack. She doesn't have to hit, but she's just so she has anything like javelin, anything that she can be thrown or make
Ooh.
make an attack.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Does have
So, yeah, she does have a javelin. Look at that.
That's good.
Yeah, then she's gonna get, right there next to Kronos, and she's gonna pull out her javelin and chuck it at the big bad guy.
From the hearts of hell,
remember
I
what-
stab at thee.
Let me see. Okay. So javelin is a +5. 16 to
That
hit.
hit.
Perfect. And then a 1d6 +3. Ooh. And then 8 points of damage.
How many?
8.
8 or 18?
Just 8.
All right. Got it.
So that is her action, her movement, and her bonus. So she's just gonna try and
Hug the wall.
skinny up against the wall so other people can run past her while she's raging. So
So your Lilac's javelin just like penetrates like his shoulder, and I'm thinking he would like break it in half and
whoops. Hope she has another.
Aim toward the bat.
The ogre.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't.
Yeah, Brett, what does this thing have for a weapon?
you don't know.
Cleaver.
Oh,
They're
okay, sorry. I
skin
thought that was discussed.
cleaving meat, right?
Yeah, cleaver, at least.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, there is a cleaver in the room, but is that it?
We're
for
talking like Dark Souls cleaver that's the size of a great sword or not that big.
Don't talk about that. Let's not go there yet.
I saw just 5 minutes of that. Now it's enough for me to know. I'd never play that game. That's too terrifying.
Is that all? Is that all for Lilac?
Yep, that's all for Lilac. She's just gonna try and like either step right inside the door so she's out of the doorway, or like
Okay.
skinny up against the wall so people can get past her.
All right.
That's it.
Cronus, you're up.
All right. So now that I can see, all right. So I am going to get out of the way first of all. So 5, 10. There for now. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the Half-Ogre. I'm silly, but I'm gonna swing Peacekeeper at him. So I also took up Booming Blade, which is like a free action.
That might hit me.
I won't hit you. It's what's gonna happen. Well, we'll see if I hit first.
Okay.
16.
That hits.
All right. And that does nice max damage. 11 damage. And he is also so I've also cast Booming Blade. So you brandish your weapon using the spell casting and make a melee attack against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers weapon attack as normal effects, and then becomes sheathed in a booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 feet or more before then, the target takes 1d8 of thunder damage. And the rest is, as I get to level 5, it's automatic damage. And yeah, that'll be my turn, because if I move, he might strike at me, so.
All right. Strong work. Theo, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move to get in there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, where do I want to go? 25, 30. I guess I'll go right next to Wolfric. And quick question, if I try and talk to this guy, will that count as my action?
That's a free action.
It'd be a reaction?
Oh, free action.
No, free
Oh,
action.
free action. Gotcha.
You're trying to convince them to either be friends, and then that might be an action, right?
You'd have to roll for persuasion, but it's kind of a fine line.
Right. I mean,
Depending
yeah.
on depending on what she's trying to do.
I was just gonna try and convince him to surrender and then help us, but I wasn't sure if that counted as an action.
Okay, he attacked, his
like a-
friends attacked us, then we killed his friends.
Yeah.
Just saying that.
Yeah. I mean, so think of it, each turn is 6 seconds. So think of what you can say in 6 seconds to convince them after you just killed his little buddies. If you want to
Gotcha.
try it, go for it. But I'm just letting you know. And after Kronos just made a funny
Yeah.
and is right next to him. And he's got a javelin stuck in his shoulder.
Yeah, I had an idea, but I don't know if I'll do that. Instead, let's do kind of far from him. What can I do?
Well,
All right, I am going to do where's my feature thing? Is this, I just want to make sure I'm not going to hit anyone. So
That's your full movement to right there.
yeah, that would be my full movement.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this. I have a necrotic shroud. Once per long rest as an action, you can transform. Oh, that's within 10 feet though. Just kidding. Let's just do, I'm just gonna shoot my longbow at him then. I'll just do that for now. So let's see if I hit him. Yikes, probably not.
What was it?
I just got an 8.
That will miss, unfortunately. And it just kind of hits the wall and kind of snaps your arrow.
Gotcha. All right.
Is it-
And I don't have a second turn. Yeah. So
Yeah, the walls are stone, so you'll probably lose an arrow. if
oh
you-
yeah, I'll subtract that then.
is
All
that-
right. And that is my turn.
Do you have any bonus action that you can use?
No, because I already used my my what is it called? Action surge. So yeah.
All right, Oscar, you are up.
All right. How many
get
of
to
the
do
back guys
something.
are left?
You get to do
Awesome.
something, buddy. You get to do
I
something.
know. I'm a little worried though because my screen's starting to freeze. I'm like, no.
Here, you're right here.
So you got
25 feet of movement speed. Wow, why was I all the way back? I thought I was posted at the door. 1, 2, 3,
15, 20. You said you have 25?
25.
Where you want to go?
Up one more.
Up more? Up
Yeah.
one? Okay.
Okay.
you got two little purple guys on that one table with the plate, and the
All
ogre
right.
still up.
Excellent. So since I'm so far back, I am going to where to go? I'm going to turn the faithless. So as an action, I present my holy symbol, and each fair fiend within 30 feet of me that can hear me, God, I hope they're not deaf, must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 12. On a failure, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
All right. So there's that. You said a wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
one is a 16
Oh no.
and the other one is a 5.
I go, get out of here, demons. And one kind of gets out of here.
One kind of gets out of here.
So what's the effect again if they fail?
Where to go? Creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Turned.
It's got to move as far as away from Oscar as possible.
Mhm.
Okay, I got you. Trying to understand that one. So it's going to fly away then, which is
It was one of the bats on the table failed.
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna try and scare them off your faces, but
That
that's
would've been a
bottom
good
of the
idea.
stack.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Fly 40. So it's got 40 movement. So it's gonna go hide in that corner over there.
So would I get an opportunity of attack? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's flying past your 5-foot radius, so I think you can take a swing at it.
All right, will do.
Whoop, whoop.
Nice. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Got him.
Posted.
What do you
Swinging them with the Peacekeeper. With my Warhammer.
okay.
That's 15 points of damage.
Dang.
Okay, so
Bludgeoning? Yeah.
as this purple bat is flying past you, describe what it looks like.
Well, as I see the half-ogre next to me shining with his shiningness, and I see the Oscar come into the room, he says some holy words. I see the bat-like creature start to fly away, and I said, "Not today, buddy," and I'm just going to like overhand swing for the fences, and just going to connect. It's going to be face on the flat side of the hammer, and it's just gonna see him just fall dead in his tracks.
Nice.
Got it.
My holy words.
Does
Yeah.
he-
Demon, get
So holy.
get out of here.
Nice.
This is for your buddy.
Good job. All right. Yeah, so that one's out. Val, you are up.
Yes. It has not been an hour since we fought the goblins and all that jazz.
No.
So I'm still a bear.
Nice.
Bear
Are you,
has
are you gonna eat the frog?
Last time you ate a goblin, right?
bit a goblin. I did not eat the goblin.
You have a
Same thing.
unique taste. You have a unique sense of taste when it comes to food.
25, 30, 35, 40. I barely make it in the room.
Oh, how unbearable.
Nice. So I barely make it in the room with that. Can't do anything. So I'm gonna use my action to dash. And I'm going to dash around right around the side. That's it.
Yeah, something a bear should be able to do when you turn into one is you should have say a feature. When you wild shape into this creature, you have the option to maul your enemy for 3d4 damage.
I get 2 attacks, so it's kind of like mauling, but
So do you get your action was the dash? Do you
yeah.
you don't
I
have
don't-
a bonus action?
I don't think I have a bonus action. Mm-mm.
All right. So
Well, if I do have a bonus action, I'm going to growl at it loudly.
Really good positioning, actually.
it is.
If he tries to
So-
leave, you can attack him.
Kind of what I was thinking.
So the one left Zoobling, it is going to move a little bit. not too much, just to the edge of the table, and it's going to attempt to acid spit in Kronos' face. A 21 to hit.
21 hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 5 acid damage, and that will be its turn. And it's the big guy's turn, and
Oh no.
he's not too happy at Kronos.
Oh.
So he is going to pull out his battle axe and take a swing at Kronos. And I am going to use my physical dice.
Kronos, no. Wait.
That is 17 to hit.
17 does not hit.
All right.
Ooh,
So he's
Ooh.
going to miss.
beefy boy.
Yeah. Just a
Swing and
whoop.
miss. All right. And that's going to end his turn. Wolfric, you're up.
You got it, little buddy.
What's going on?
You're up.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to close that gap, and I'm going to make 2 unarmed strike. One is an action, and the other one is a bonus action against them. And I'm putting something in chat just before I do that.
The big guy?
Facebook chat.
Don't hit Val.
No,
Val
I'm
Bear.
hitting the thing. That's when I'm going to do the thing in front of us.
Why are you hitting Val?
No, I'm going to do that to the Half-Ogre.
Not to Val Bear.
Wow.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does.
All right, that was 6 damage. And now for my second unarmed strike, this is my bonus action. And I say another one just for you. That it does a 14 hit.
Yes, it does.
Okay, another D4, 6 more damage. I was like, and I'm just like, come on, do
Oh,
something, make
well-
this entertaining.
What was the first damage?
Oh, they were both 6. So that's 12 damage total I did to him with my action and bonus action. I just 1-2.
Yeah, so describe how little Wolfric takes down the big ogre.
Well, you guys, okay, everybody look to the Facebook posting. I do that to the ogre.
Nice.
I mean, you're talking shit to him too while doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and I take a, I don't like it when people attack my friends.
That wasn't even vicious.
Orcs aren't our friends.
No. Oh, because he was chopping.
I'm feeling bad
Yeah,
for the
right.
little
Oh, by the
guy
way,
that
I also
is
fished out
left.
the battle axe. We got a barbarian in our party. I'm pretty sure they can use it.
Yeah, so all right. Is that it for your turn?
Yep, I just punched this half-ogre thing to death pretty much.
Yeah, so this big ogre just like takes your fury of, was that a fury of
No, that
blood?
was an action and a bonus action. I can do unarmed strike as both an action and a bonus action. So I use both to do that combined 12 damage. And I guess as he's falling, I'll take the axe and I'm saying my friend can probably make use of this. And I hand it to our barbarian.
All right. Piper is up, and it's just this one little purple frog in the
I
room.
feel so
table
bad
by
for
himself.
him.
He's gonna go
Might-
5'10" and say, "Sorry, little buddy," and he's gonna shoot his.
You might even see like a little purple tear coming down his eye.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh
Sorry, can't leave any survivors.
That seemed like a Piper thing to do.
no. Yeah.
I can just imagine now. It's like, Over's like, well, it's not cruelty if they're trying to kill you, I guess.
That's a 12.
That hits.
And his misery.
And 9 points of piercing damage.
What did he shoot with?
His crossbow.
All right, so describe how he takes out this last frog.
You know, he's kind of like ducked down behind the table a little bit, and he sees it, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna send this. Sorry, buddy." And he's trying to speak into it in Sylvan, and he's like, you'll be in a better place." And it just hits him, right in the chest, center mass, and he's like, I'm sorry."
As this the bolts flying through the air, you can just it speaks common and abyssal. So it's
crap.
relay.
Yeah.
Pins him to the wall, and you're out of combat.
All right.
Yep, and our barbarian's got a brand new battle axe.
You have a great axe.
Yeah, she has a great axe plus 2 other axes. So I think
All right.
plus two
Wait a
hand
minute, Kronos,
axes.
can you use a battle axe?
I'll hold on to it. Yeah, I might need it. For
Yeah, I'm a
later,
monk.
but-
This can't be my thing.
She's gonna come back and be over encumbered.
Just like
Well, wait a minute.
axes
What about, why
hanging
don't
off
we give
of
it
her.
to the Azamar? They're a fighter. They can use any weapon.
Yeah. I mean, if either one of you want it, that's fine.
And there also is a javelin.
Oh,
That might
Convenient.
be a good replacement.
that I will take.
So yeah, you want to, whoever's taking those, just note that down, put in your inventory. Battle axe and a javelin.
Does Theo or Oscar want this battle axe?
Oh, sorry. I had to use the restroom.
That's all right.
What are we doing?
Yeah, Wolfric, when he killed this half-ogre, said our party can use this, and he took the axes. The thing fell to the ground dead. You have a very fresh battle axe. It still smells of despair.
I don't know if I can use a battle axe
Or we can always sell it, he says.
for
Well,
fighting.
we can always sell what we can't use ourselves.
I'll hold on to it, and if anybody wants it, you can have it. But I like my chesty peacekeeper.
Yeah, I mean, you can always carry it and sell it when you have the first opportunity.
Use it as a throwing battle axe.
I mean, I'm not looking
You can
so
say one of
much
two
at-
things. You can say, like, can I ask you a question? Or come here, I got an axe to grind with you.
No, it's hammer time.
Oh, yes, that's a great one.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about encumbrance unless it's pretty large items. Then we'll just take that case by case basis. But
A question. When can I start using this cool sword I picked up? I have to know what it is before I can equip it.
Yeah, and I want to
Exactly.
say to Wilfric, I don't know, you might not want to use that for attacking. This might be for like opening doors or other passageways because it seems too precious to be just swinging around all willy nilly like.
Potentially
the
a
sword?
ritual object. Potentially.
I'll say
Mark-
that's the last time I lead this charge. I'm gonna let somebody else take over from now on.
After a while, you're gonna see like the tiny little goblin waddle into the room, looking really guilty, and
Uh-oh.
look at like Kronos. Didn't say anything and walk to the ogre that like got pummeled to death and take a look of his face, which is kind of hard right now because I probably think it's really fucked up.
Yeah, there's also a fang there if you want a new necklace.
I'm not. I'm just gonna. Should I steal his clothes, or
A half
Yeah.
ogre?
yeah?
Can you shapeshift into a half ogre?
As long
I
as
think
it's
you can,
humanoid.
actually.
So
What, with anything within a medium shape, right? Or can you upsize?
I don't know. I think
He is Bacchus.
I think it's got to be somewhat equal body mass, and that's the giant.
appearance and voice determine the specific change including your coloration, hair length, sex, and height and weight.
Yeah, this thing's got you by a few 100 pounds.
I think you
Hmm.
got to be somewhere in the medium category.
It's
There was
actually a
flour in
large
the other room.
giant
Let's
too.
fire you up.
I just looked. Yeah, it's yeah. If I remember, yeah, it's actually a large creature, so I don't think you could do that anyway.
Sheesh. Yep. I'm just gonna stuck being a goblin then.
I can actually I'll take that battle axe because I
Alright.
just looked it up. I think I can utilize that. So
Here you go.
cool.
And as you can see around the room with all the bleeding guts, and I mean, it was just like a, you know, just a room to hack shit up and to get plates ready of pieces of meat, if you will. Almost like the pre-prep area. And there's nothing else of value in the room. So
All right.
Do you want to take the meat?
Is that a door?
no, not to the not to the left. It is
Okay.
not. It's almost like a. I think it's more of a grate, or maybe like a.
Better than a good?
I see what you did there.
Is that a door to my right then?
There
South.
no there to your south, yes.
Okay.
So if y'all would like to exit stage left,
Yeah, let's do the other side of
Yeah.
this room of the building now.
I will take the lead through this door if somebody will open it for my bear self.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
open
Wolf.
the door.
Is the door
Yeah,
locked?
Wolford will open it for you.
Sure.
Okay.
I
He's
was
also going right
about to
behind
be.
you in case something's on waiting for us in there too.
I mean, is it locked or is it like not?
go ahead and check it if you'd like.
Well, even if it is locked,
Investigation
we got a
or
universal lockpick, which is called battle axe.
So give me your sleight of hand on there.
okay.
Locked?
Well, I roll. That's not bad. I think it's 14.
It's not locked.
Okay.
Then I'm just gonna, check the handle, just get a little push open, and then I'm just gonna step through.
Yep, and Wolford goes in right behind you.
I'm gonna follow because I'm tiny.
Open that up.
Okay, so back out into the main.
Yeah, so you can either go those stairs go up, or you can explore that room that's to your left there, Val.
Yes, please. Room to
Yeah,
the
let's
left.
explore.
All right. Give me
Here.
well, you're still a bear, so you can't check the door.
Killian's
Oh,
right
Wolford.
behind me.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb onto the bear and check the door.
All right.
Consent.
Yeah,
I did ask her last session.
Come on.
19.
nice. That one is also not locked.
Okay, I'm
really
gonna
didn't.
gently push the door open.
Goblins really didn't care about home security.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
even if the door make a lot of sound, I probably won't hear it.
Open this one up.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, don't have a party though, so you might
Stealthy.
want to follow.
we're close. Rest of the party.
Ish.
All right, I'm just
As you open the door, Killian, you and Val are gonna see that it's the main kitchen area,
Kitty, no.
and so what you're gonna see in there, rags and furs are laid across the floor. A stove is built into the eastern wall, and there's a working well to the northwest corner. But there are no creatures in there at the time.
Cozy. Yes.
All right,
Hmm.
let's see. Is there coffee or tea in here? Can I search for that? Those two items in particular.
What you see on the screen is what's in there at the time.
All right, so there aren't any shelves that might have tea or coffee, which we're going to need for long treks for the party.
not in this room.
What is that?
So,
First-
can I'm just gonna do it anyway. Can Cronus walk over to? Well, so we don't see anything other than the rugs and the fur on the floor, right?
Correct.
Mm.
Does it look like anything's under them?
Oh.
Go ahead and give me your perception check.
I will assist with this.
Maybe.
Beehole.
Beehole.
Yeah, because of the help action, do that with advantage.
Right. Not much better.
Um, 10. Yeah. I mean, it just looks like a general under the rug bunch of filth because the rugs hasn't been moved in forever. But you don't see any type of under secret doors or anything like that, as far as you can tell.
So
Let's have our rogue check for this now.
can I do something else real quick? I want to go. What? 5 feet away from the well and kind of point to it, and then I'll see the same spectral hand that we saw coming toward the castle, kind of like reach into the well, see if there's anything in there. Can I do that?
With your
Mage
mage
hand.
hand,
Yeah.
go for it.
Awesome.
There's not really a roll. It's just I can
Yeah,
lift
yeah,
anything up to 10 pounds, 30 feet away.
All right. So, are you trying to determine what's in the well?
Yeah, see if there's anything of value in there.
All right. So your mage hand goes down, and it's gonna come up with some real slimy water. It's just,
Ugh.
I mean, it just reeks, almost like pond water. And
Oh.
But-
I'm gonna turn to the
I don't know
bear
if-
and ask,
I
are
don't
you
know if,
okay?
Yeah,
Do
that,
you smell like
and
anything good in here?
it doesn't
I don't
smell
know
good.
if a mage hand can have a frowny face, but your hand is not too happy at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll say, like, guess I'm glad this started to show up out of the blue and not my personal hand, because this would be even more gross. I got purple bat guts already on me. Ooh, hey Piper, can you clean me up a little bit? And he'll come over. Yeah, and I'll clean you up.
You hear a little like something behind the bear go, sorry.
Good friend.
I appreciate that.
Um, and yeah, so I mean that's all that's down in the well. It's just some nasty ass water.
All right. So what's left here?
You got that one room to your south, and that's the only room not explored.
Well, then let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking those stairs are looking pretty good after this.
What
Yeah.
about the small stairs that don't have the blood on them?
Blood
A little
tells there.
blood.
I guess
Mm.
so. From here,
Have you ever seen the movie, the game Outlast? There's signs all over the place that say follow the blood, and it never leads to anything good.
Spoilers.
I mean,
Well,
I
if
mean,
there's blood everywhere, is it really bad?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, it tells you where you go. It's like, and if you try to go somewhere else, you encounter walls or other barriers. You have to go there, and you just know that something else is going to try and kill you.
and
Sort of how that game works.
so can I say I think I got a little bit of hang on this, and then I'll reach my mage hand out from behind Gillian and Val and open up the door and be like, all right, I got this from here.
All right, so you're gonna mage hand the door open?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now,
it's
this is coming in handy.
yeah.
Oh, clever! I see what you did there.
So
The hand is handy, huh?
so what does the bear think as this mage hand floats over its head and opens up the door? Does it respond to a mage hand?
Well, I mean, it probably doesn't still smell like that or have that water in it anymore. So the bear's probably pretty happy about that because I have keen smell and that smelled real bad.
I'm assuming it would have dissipated and I would have recast it, and then so it would have been like a fresh set of hand or a fresh hand. So it's just a bluish, ethereal or spectral looking hand that's coming across your back, shoulder, past your head and snout, and then whoop.
Just like,
Yeah, let's call it Thing. Let's call it Thing from the Adams Family, which is the severed hand that ran around all over the place. Let's call this mage hand Thing.
So the door is unlocked, and it will quickly. What was that?
That was the bed. I'm not sure what. Something got behind it, and it squeaks an awful lot now.
I thought, wow, that door is awfully noisy. Someone needs to
Yeah.
roll it.
No, I had to stretch out.
All right. So the door is going to freely open for the mage hand, and it's going to appear to be a big pantry room. There will be you don't see it on the map, but there are shelves on the three walls, and various items that you can think of. You might find your tea and coffee.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn back
after
to
tea
Wolfric
leaves
and
and coffee and
budge him.
coffee. It's like
So-
Wolfric's like, if there's tea and coffee here, we're gonna need it because I think it's gonna be a long time before we get to a town.
So is
Mm.
Wolfric looking for that and grabbing it?
Yeah, what do you want to do on that? A perception check or investigation? What do you want?
Do just do a general perception, unless you.
I'll help you with that. So
All right, what's advantage? Modified 22. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, so I mean, you do see things that would resemble those items that you need, maybe tea leaves and stuff like that. What else would the party be looking for?
A kettle, I guess, or a pot, maybe both.
All right. They're probably a little dirty, but
Well, that's good.
you would be able to find something like that. So as you were grabbing your items, you're gonna start hearing some things moving behind it.
Wolfric just makes this thing with his clenched fist is like, hold up, there's movement and there isn't supposed to be.
Go get
He
it.
says that to the entire party.
So who's in the room at the moment?
me and Wow, I think because we are the first two.
Oscar's in there.
Yeah, Theo too.
All right.
Push
So
them.
yeah.
I
so
think most everybody is in there, right?
almost
Except for
everybody.
me and the MIA people.
All right.
Lilac
So
and Piper.
y'all just uncovered a little swarm of rats that y'all have to deal with because y'all started fumbling through these items and you stirred them up.
Punchies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
so,
gonna be awful.
Poor little ratties.
Winter. Is that the owl name?
Yeah, winter, dinner time.
Winter, you're gonna eat well tonight.
Yeah, Wolfric just turns to Winter and says, Winter, dinner.
so there are at least 8 of them in this
Ooh.
room. But they're kind of like just like going crazy because they just seen y'all started grabbing stuff and some of their home is missing now.
Can I cast speak with animals?
Piper can speak animals.
And
A lot of
Lilac
people,
can as well, I believe.
yeah, a lot of people can speak to animals.
But
Let's
go
all
ahead.
talk to these
What would
rats.
the group like to do to proceed with this little swarm? Or would you just like to try and take your items quickly and get the hell out of it?
I vote for that. If they attack, we got an owl who's hungry.
Let's ask them to spy on other people for us. If that's
So,
I think that's a good idea. Let's apologize to these rats.
okay. Are you gonna cast?
Yeah. Oscar's gonna cast speak with animals.
Because I don't want to hurt these guys.
Hello and well met.
And they're just gonna be like, why are you taking our stuff?
We didn't see you in here. We thought this was abandoned.
They're gonna be like, just don't hurt us.
We don't want to hurt you. We don't want you to hurt us. My friend here, it just he wants tea or coffee or something, and I apologize that we gave you a fright.
Well, he's gonna be kind of asking you if you have anything to trade that they can. If you're gonna take.
Yeah, I
maybe
put up
do
3
something.
if someone says something, I'll give up 3 rations. That should be enough.
3 rations.
We
Jesus.
have
How big are these
have
rats?
meat, we have meat in the
I
other
got a
room.
couple.
We have meat in the other room that the guy was cutting.
Yeah.
So let's
Break
not
coffee.
do that.
Yeah,
We'll
can-
break.
Yeah, we're trading meat we wouldn't touch for coffee and tea, which is a good trade.
Can I say, hey Lilac, I think they want some meat. Can you help me grab some meat, and we'll quickly run to the other room, grab some meat, and then be like, here, see if they want this.
We could give them
It's
the
a
entire
big
half
one.
ogre.
Like chopped a little bit off.
Yeah, so I guess as y'all present some of the, are y'all grabbing the butchered orc meat?
Yeah, the stuff that was already been started to be cleaved. Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty much ready to go.
Yeah, and there was a plate there, so.
Yeah.
I was just gonna give him some gold, guys, but whatever. I guess that order.
I don't think rats care about gold.
Rats love shiny things. They're
Yeah.
collectors like myself.
And yeah, so I mean, if you're gonna present that plate of orc meat, I mean, I think they're gonna be happy with that, and not attack.
I also mentioned that they're welcome to eat everything we've killed.
And they're gonna ask you, I mean, what else is out there? Because we've been in here forever.
Do you want to
Aw.
go?
Well, fill them in. Tell them there's lots of meat.
Well, Killian doesn't speak rat, so. Do
You
you
leave
want to
the
take them
doors
out for
open.
an
You'd have
adventure?
to, like you'd have to translate for us.
Oh, okay. Well, they say that you can also have everything else we killed. There were some goblins out there. And just a bowl of blood. I don't know if you guys like blood soup. I guess. You're free now, though. I
No,
think
translate to us like what you're saying to the mice,
rats.
rats, whatever. Translate to us. What
They
are
are
you
rats.
saying?
There's a difference.
They want to know what else is out there.
Tell them to come adventuring with us, help us or something. I
Um,
guess.
they
Are you guys trying to pick up some pets?
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad we can
Well,
work this out.
I've known people with rats for pets, and they're actually very clean animals, believe it or not.
Mhm.
They're also incredibly docile.
That's
Don't
why you
look
keep
like
a
rats,
dirty
though.
ogre corpse.
they are going to kind of look at Val because she's still a bear, and they are extremely frightened of this bear.
Don't worry. She's a vegetarian. Don't worry about her.
As I have blood dripping down my.
Yeah,
That was
just
self-defense.
something to consider.
That's just from the berries that we had earlier.
She
That's it.
ingested none of it. She spit it all out.
They are going to want to know if they can jump on Val's back and have her take them to the other food.
Hey Val. Can I speak? Since I'm speaking with animals, I can speak bear too, I presume.
I would think.
All right, excellent. I also thought, hey Val.
I will walk to that other door and I will kick it open
Okay.
and say,
Aggressive.
"Door open."
So my new friends, and I mean, so we just made some deals. They sold us some coffee, but they want to know if you, my friend, will help give them some safe passage. They would like a little ride. They don't look like they're very heavy. Maybe 1 or 2 pounds a piece.
They just
I
want to
just-
ride.
They just want a little ride. Yeah.
Fine. Val's not afraid of mice, but Lexi is.
Oh,
But it's fine. Cool.
Killian will help like grab the rats and like put on Wow's back like a
I'm
little
absolutely
elevator.
stacking rats. Don't move, don't move around too much. She is ticklish.
Nice.
Just kind of hold on.
So they're all gonna like get to right behind Val's neck and just kind of grab some fur and hold on like Rain
Sure. Sure.
and let's go.
I will walk swiftly back.
They want to know where this other food's at.
Can I walk them out through this door? That's a door right there, right?
Yeah, you got free movement, so go ahead and move them where you like. There's no other creatures in this area, so wherever you think they will be happy.
I'm gonna.
Oh wait, I did
Corpses
throw a lot of
everywhere.
goblin into the fire, right?
There's
Yeah.
at least
Toasted.
one that's sashimi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop them. I'm gonna drop them on whatever's left of that table that we kind of pushed over
Right.
slid into the fire. I'm gonna drop them off there, and
They like some barbecue goblin.
that's what I was hoping.
It's a little bit crispy, but I think it will work.
It might be blackened, but they
gourmet
seem to be
goblin.
they seem to be interested by the smells and the warmth of that fire. So yeah, they seem to be happy, and they're gonna jump off and jump onto the table and start looking around. So
There looks to
Oscar,
be like a
tell
little
them not
chair.
to jump into the fire.
And there looks to be a little like armchair right there. Like that's got to be good for like mice to. Don't they like to like chew on?
yeah, I think they'll be happy there.
There you go. Dump them off.
Yeah,
Go.
so I don't know.
Gently place them on the table. There you go. You got some crispy goblin critters, a fingernail. There's some wood to fill your teeth down on there, and there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna give Oscar, a little rat thumbs up and say thanks for translating and thanks for the food.
Oh, your little opposable hands mean so much to me. Hey, before we go though, why were you guys locked in there? I mean, can you tell me anything peculiar, anything different that's been going on? Maybe why you guys got locked in there?
I mean, we don't have much movement. It kind of feels like we were all brought here and we all have our own territories.
Oh,
And
well, all right.
and we can't really travel too far because you can only go so far, and then it's almost like an invisible wall that stops you from going any further.
Huh.
Oh boy. Okay, guys.
Huh.
It sounds like there might be some magical barriers about so say my little rat friends here. So if anybody has any thoughts or actions on that, let's
Can you can I speak to you, and can you ask them about what other creatures they've seen? So we know there's the goblins, and we saw the dead orc. Like
Well, they
you
were
know.
saying they were just kind of stuck there. They didn't really see much of anything, they said.
Hmm.
So why
I mean,
this?
you could try and ask them.
Oh, I did. Did you?
Well,
you guys, sorry, let me-
what she just asked specifically, but
Oh, okay.
they will tell you that, I mean, as far as they have movement, they have heard like different types of barking coming from below.
Our-
They've heard barking coming from below.
Barking.
I don't know what that means. I've heard a toad bark. Definitely heard dog barks. I worry though that is not. I feel like that may be too on the nose.
A
We
toad
should
dog?
be concerned.
How is it? A lot of barking, as in like a big one, only one barking, or A
Hey,
bunch
rat,
of them.
like singular big bark or like a bunch of little barks?
Or a bunch of big barks.
Or a bunch of big barks, worst case scenario.
There's a lot of barks, and
Okay.
they sound different.
Can I?
They sound what?
Different.
Different. Okay. All right, everybody. Lots of barks.
Well,
While Oscar's
I can't resist. This is going to drive me barking mad.
why?
while
What is this session?
while Oscar is questioning his friends, can I start ritually casting detect magic, and once that's done, see if there's any magical presence I see around?
Sure.
Since there's a little bit of a downtime right now.
Yeah. How long does that take?
10 minutes, and then that's the last for up to 10 minutes, and then within 30 feet of me, if I see any magical presence, I'll get detected. It'll set off a beacon type of thing. You know,
Okay.
there's magic around.
Yeah. Go ahead and start doing that, and then we'll take a quick 5, and then we'll continue till 8 o'clock and see how far we get, and then we'll stop there. So go ahead and take a 5 restroom break. If you need one last snack or drink to finish off the night, and then I will be right back.
Yeah, let's just hope we're not barking up the wrong tree.
Oh.
Once we get Scott back, we'll go over a couple of things.
You're getting up early.
Who's yawning?
Me.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, after this, I'm going to be getting ready for work.
Mm.
So where the group's at right now. Let me open up that other side. You'll need to see that.
Whoa.
Refresh the page.
You want anything in the fridge?
No,
Ginger ale.
no, I'm okay with water. Thank you.
You want any water?
No, I
Oh,
have. Ooh, actually, leave that light on too.
I know it makes us look flat.
So you'll be able to see that other stairway going down on the left side as well, because y'all are there. So, I don't see Scott yet. Scott, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what the group needs to decide is this whole level is considered cleared, and you don't hear anything close by. So the party can either choose to go up or down, or find a place to secure and take a long rest or a short rest.
I vote for the long rest because I'm pretty sure I just forgot his name needs all of his bardic inspiration back.
He's got one, and he's only really used one spell. He's not terrible, and he's got like almost full. Yeah, he's got full health. So other than being down a bardic inspiration, he's all right. Piper's all right.
From what the rat tell us about the barking, is it from down below or like somewhere
Yeah.
else?
From below.
Barking's from below.
So is it like the stairs on the left here and the right? We're assuming they go down and these go up.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, let's go up and then take a long rest. How about that? Up,
But we
explore,
don't know
rest.
if it's secure if we go out of this level. We are not sure if it's secure up or down.
Mhm.
That's why.
that's why I
We
brought
could
it up.
Okay.
we could sleep with the rats for a while.
Better than sleeping with the fishies.
I personally, I mean, everything's pretty much saying go down. At first it was go up, and now it's got to go down, 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 down. So
Glory days.
I say pick a set of stairs. I don't know. I think they're probably about compared to going up. I think everything's going to be down, personally.
Yeah, I don't think we really need a long rest or a short rest right now. Like, I feel like everybody's at full health and we have most of our spells. So,
I think I'm the only one that's not at full health, and
Do you
Oh.
still have the water, holy water thing?
now Killian chugged it all last session. I mean, Piper. He took like 3
I
vials
still
of it.
have one, right?
I have mine still.
Yeah.
You want it?
I'm good. I'm not even bloody yet, so
Killian's gonna give it to you anyway because he's feel guilty about that.
I mean, I'll graciously take it. So that a D6, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and Lilac's down to her last rage, but really that should be fine. And I'm down to one more wild shape. But
Ugh. Is that just a D6 or is that D6 plus anything?
I think it's just a D6.
D6.
1 point of heal.
Sweet.
look out. Look out.
Wait, well, I wasn't in combat, so wouldn't I have
Oh,
taken
you
my
should get-
time?
You should get the yeah. I mean,
Okay.
you're not in combat, so you should get the full.
Okay. All right. Then that works for me.
Okay. So which way would the group like to go? Because I'll have to change up maps.
already on the west side. I mean,
Yeah, let's go there. Yeah. let's
Yeah.
do it. Mhm.
I'd like to go up. I'd like to explore stuff, but what does everyone else want to do?
I'm voting down.
Julian's gonna follow anybody.
Gonna go vote
Anyways.
for down.
I'm gonna vote for down too.
All right, majority
Sounds
rule.
like the party's there.
All right, so down it is. So let me change maps, and if everybody would like minimize their owl bear so you don't see it before I put up the fog up.
Okay. Minimizing now.
I even changed camera view. Gordon doesn't see it either.
I'm gonna assume it's been probably close to an hour now, so I'm gonna be out of my bear form. Just so everybody knows. In case I forget next time.
Well,
So, how was your meals? I mean, you look like you
Nice seeing you again, Wow.
I'm good. We're fine.
I mean, you did put
How
up
does-
quite a
does
show
it
back there.
taste?
Yeah.
Good. It's not good. And I'll look to oh gosh. I just totally forgot your dwarf name.
Oscar.
Oscar, gosh, I'm sorry. I just completely lost my head. I'm gonna look to Oscar and I'm gonna be like, no more rats.
They're friends.
and I'll say
No more.
it too loud.
Okay, then Wolfert's
They're-
gonna
they're
smile and
still-
say he's gonna give you like a half smile and says, "Well, if you could just bear with us for a bit longer."
and I'll say, hey, they're right behind us. Don't talk too loud.
It was a piggyback ride, or we just smashed some rats. I really didn't feel like smashing rats.
on this downtime, Julian's just gonna walk around the room and look up at everybody's face. But stop at his brother and go, Oscar really see you in a really bad angle. And walk off.
Be patient because it's
Then I'll make some mild tremors under everybody. Be like, huh, what was that? What was that? Ah, just kidding. It was just me.
Oh,
Uh,
you.
Yeah,
Wait,
and
since I'm a goblin, am I as tall as Oscar or
How tall are you?
Oscar is a 5.
I think he's 5'1".
Yeah, not
I don't know
very-
how tall a goblin is.
Goblins are pretty short.
Goblins, I think, are like 3 feet tall. or
Let
something.
me see how tall.
Oh, I'm even shorter than Oscar.
really,
I could be wrong about that. There are various
Here,
goblins.
5e. Let's see.
It's gonna be weird finally see like him on the like same angle.
3 to 3.5 feet.
Oh yeah, bam.
Be little.
I'm tiny.
and Val's gonna take this time to go over to Kronos and say, "Hey, what's up with the hand thing? That's new."
Yeah, I mean, I covered it today. I'm still getting kinks worked out of it. I'm definitely, on the way over. I had no idea, but I getting the grasp on it. I mean, I don't know what happened earlier with casting a spell, and I thought I was casting something else, and then it took me by surprise, and it just took me away. I wasn't expecting that, not in the slightest. But seems kind of useful in the current situation.
You're not gonna accidentally kill us with a spell, right?
Definitely not on purpose, for sure. I mean,
That's
Accidentally on
not-
purpose. That's a good one.
I
The
know
definition of accidentally.
yeah,
I mean, you
I-
could just say yes.
yes.
I am putting your tokens on so you can open all their.
For sure. Yes.
Maybe.
You know, make signal.
Just gonna cover my mouth and be like, yeah, I have total control of it. I don't.
Killian's gonna be really confused right now. They're gonna cock their head to the
Okay,
side.
I'm gonna do an insight check on that.
I'll tell you right now, I don't have full control over it.
Okay.
From now on, I'm gonna follow this guy back. I'm not gonna let him walk behind me at all.
So that is the start of the stairs going down.
Okay.
Can we unwrap our presents now?
Yeah, you good.
Ooh,
What presents?
New map.
new
Oh,
map.
okay.
New map. Who dis?
So does this put us? I guess we're on the map now.
Ye.
Yeah.
Yeah, let that be the first comment if we do go public with this game.
So that's an interesting question. So I mean, I know we've only been together for like there's 4 days. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell in this place, but if anyone wants to sing tales of this, anybody have any idea what plus?
Huh.
And I think the Brady Bunch is already taken. So
Let's call ourselves the Backstreet Boys or In Sync.
Those Brady gnomes down in
Those Brady, those damn Brady gnomes taking all the good names. I feel like it might happen organically.
yeah, I mean, I'm no rush, but just in
Yeah.
case,
But good to think about for sure.
easier to
The
say.
band of friends. How about that? Wolfric says.
We'll put a pin
No.
in it.
No.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
I didn't think these
The
stairs
chosen
would go
ones.
this long, but man, they seem to go on forever.
We're
Looking out on the stairs.
Yeah, we're going down, right? What's the
Well,
order?
we walk and talk.
Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Yeah. So yeah. Do y'all want to order?
Ah,
Marching order.
anywhere that's behind Kronos.
So I'm assuming this is this getting darker as we go down the steps, or is it still kind of dimly lit?
Same thing. There's gonna be some there's some light. I mean, I can tell you now that there's gonna be more braziers down there. So there's gonna be some light. So once you go down, then I can open up more. I'm just thinking something.
If you won, I can take the lead again. You did get face hugged by a frog with bat wings.
Yeah, I mean, hip hop. So it's your turn.
Hip hop it is.
Let's hop to it, he says. Wolfric says.
Okay. If you're taking the front, then I think we'll put Lilac in the back as
Yeah.
back
Right.
Yeah,
coverage.
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll take
I can go
Third.
wherever.
Oscar, I
third-ish.
locked you right there. So Oscar's I locked his token, so that's gonna be the furthest anybody can go at the moment.
Anyone want to go second? I mean, I'll go kind of in the middle, like third.
I think Piper and I are a little squishy, so if you may want to
In the middle.
I'll go second then. That's fine.
I know you just may want to put like somebody a little bit stronger in between us two.
Right.
Would a roll
I have
consider
an AC of 18. How about that?
Yeah.
Want to put
so-
Piper by Lilac there in the back?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, you want to go second?
Sure. That works.
All right.
Is that
How-
good?
Yeah.
How's your perception, Theo? How's Theo's perception?
Mine is not terrible, I think. Let me check. Oh, I don't have like any modifiers to it. It's just
I mean, I can go
It's
second.
flexible.
My perception's +6, so
that would be probably preferable then.
Mine's a +6 as well. So you want me at the back then?
I have better you have better vision and dimmer light, so you can go second if you don't mind.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
Alright.
I got a
That's fine.
+5 too, so I can go second.
I got a passive
Go.
perception of 16, dark vision, and an armor class of 18.
Yeah.
Go second.
Go second.
Almost there.
Am I the last one or? Sorry.
How wide are these steps? Do we have to go down in single file?
I mean, they're 5 foot across, so
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
yeah.
Let's go with the wedge formation again.
Maybe once it widens out, but yeah, there's 5 feet with other gear. Yeah, I don't think we can go 2 by 2.
So,
It just-
let me go. So, whoever is squishy wants to go in front of me, and then
Yeah.
so we're like kind of staggered a little bit. It's not too.
Yeah. Can I go behind Kronos in between Theo?
All right, I think we're good.
good.
Am I behind Lilac right now or?
I think you're behind me, unless you want to go behind Lilac.
no,
That's
no.
completely up to you.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just asking because I can't tell which one is
So-
which.
Gotcha.
So, Oscar, as soon as you get down to the bottom and you turn the corner, I'm gonna open a little bit up for you to start seeing a little bit more. And
There's more hallway, guys.
Oh,
and you're gonna catch the glimpse of bars down there, and just total chaos is gonna erupt with different types of parking. And I mean, just picture like a freaking, you go walk into a homeless shelter and everything just starts coming alive. That's what's going on down there.
can Oscar still
All
talk
these
to
out of control.
animals? How long does that last again?
So I'll unlock your token now and see what you would like to do since you are first.
Boom. Guys, there's a lot of
You just have to drag it,
noise. I don't know how to use touchpad.
clearly.
Click. Okay. I'm gonna look in these bars over here.
Open that up too.
Would anyone like to follow?
I think as you move, we'll
We'll just
Okay.
kind of.
together. Yeah, we'll just go together.
All right, so as you're right there, Oscar, I'm gonna stop you right there and open a little bit up for you. And you will be seeing that.
Wait.
I
We-
think they're
Uh,
pigs.
Going to be in initiative. So before we do anything or say anything, we can freeze frame it right there. But give me a nature check, Oscar.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm too far away for guidance. Sorry.
Can
I got it.
Can I give a guidance? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Ulfric?
I was guidance too.
You add a D4 to that roll.
You would have had a 16,
Well, it's a 13.
13.
Yeah.
All right. So from what you can tell, what you're looking at, there are at least 12 hyenas and 12 blink dogs. And as soon as you just notice those blink dogs, They are in the process of teleporting out.
What the hell
Sure.
is a blank
Oh,
dog?
a blink dog? They probably can blink, which means
Yeah.
they can teleport.
Oh,
That's
news
what
to me.
it says. But I
Yeah.
don't. My character doesn't know that. but-
Psychic dogs.
Psychic dogs.
Do you want to make a hound army?
Can I try to befriend it?
Yeah, do that. We're gonna have like armies of dogs.
Yeah. I love
So,
that.
we'll go
Whatever.
ahead.
If I can find one that's closest to me, try to
I
is
think
it
a lot of
befriend it
people can
somehow.
talk. A lot of people in our group can talk to animals, right?
Like three of us can.
So, blink dogs, if you are unaware, are lawful good.
Oh, and they
Um,
just left.
They're so cute.
There you
Wait,
go.
Oh,
so,
Lexi. Oh my god.
I will start moving some tokens around.
I'm going to give you my last 10 luck points to increase your chance to communicate with these creatures and get them on our side.
So I'll let the group come in and
How many blink dogs did you say there were?
12
The rest of them you said were, sorry,
hyenas.
hyenas. So, can I, like I said, just as friendly as I can with like palm up, start walking toward it and just friendly. We're here in peace. We're good dog, things of that nature.
Um, and let me see they don't, it doesn't really say what let's see. So they're looking at you, talking. Are you using common?
They don't speak primordial by any chance, do they?
They can understand Sylvan, but can't speak.
Wait a minute, I think I have that.
Hyper.
Hyper does.
Piper does.
They
I have
can,
Elvish, but not Sylvan. I also don't know Celestial.
so they kind of give you that because they don't understand you.
Hey Piper, can you
Chop
come here for a
Piper.
second? Let Piper through.
I'm gonna chop Piper into the front.
Because they can understand it, but they can't speak it. So it might be a one-way conversation.
Right. So can Piper try to communicate with them, saying, same thing. We're friendly. We're here. We're not to hurt you. We're trying to get back home. Here's minor illusion. He's trying to appease them with illusions of whatever blink dogs like. Oh,
Kibble.
toys. Yeah.
Doggy bone.
Yeah. So I mean,
Rations.
they kind of appear that they are listening, and they're trying to figure out who you guys are, and they're gonna that one, I guess he's gonna assume the lead there and go near Piper, and because he can only understand whatever Piper's trying to convey, and the rest of them are kind of staying back, like in a pack.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna try to, use his maybe even break out his. He's gonna maybe he'll break out his lyre and start playing the tune for him. Just kind of mellow him out.
Hmm.
No, it's like I said, we're here. We don't mean you no harm. We're not trying to hurt you. We just want to get through. We want to get back home. Wherever, whatever's on the other side. We come in peace.
So they kind of seem to be, well, at least that first one anyway is is just intently listening to Piper, and the rest are just kind of they're still in their pack in the back, and they're just kind of like blinking and in and out and moving around a little bit, but staying in that formation. They're just kind of watching their leader converse with Piper. So
And while Piper's talking to them, can I take out 3 rations and kind of like put them on the ground and like push it toward them?
yep. Um,
Wolford will do that too, I guess, and then he'll just sit, I guess, so he shows he's not a threat to them.
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, they at least the leader anyway. He's intently looking at those rations, and might even get like a lick of the lips.
Kind of motion toward it here, have some, and tell Piper, tell them they can have, this is theirs if, they let us pass without an event.
Yeah, I mean, that first one, he's gonna go and grab some rations and then go back to the pack, and I guess they're waiting to see what y'all are gonna do.
Well, what Wolford does is he sets down 3 more, slides them towards him, then he just sits down.
I'm gonna walk to Piper and I'm gonna whisper to him that, so can you try to communicate with them, like, bark one if it's a yes and bark twice if it's a no, and ask about something around here. And I'll just sit down because I saw other people.
Interesting.
These are blink dogs. We can't win against these, and we all know it.
Well, we don't have any.
We're gonna friend them. We're
Yeah.
gonna have an army of Blink's dog.
I know this can only help us down the road. Friend
mean,
to
all
blink
dogs
dogs or
blink.
whatnot.
I don't
We already
see
friended
why
dragons.
And then Piper will say, if you're in here by force, you're more than welcome to come with us, and set yourself free, or come join our crusade to get out of here.
So that one that was the leader, he's gonna put out a single bark.
I was
And
yes. So, yeah.
Yes.
and they're kind of almost like coming into a 2-by-2 formation as best they can, to either you're not sure if they want to follow you or they're letting you pass.
Clarify.
I'd start inching around them. I'd start. Put your
Yeah.
hands up, and I kind of just start moving around them.
Yeah, Wolford does Wolford watches how this goes, and if it goes well, he does the same. After putting down another ration, because he's got to have stuff for himself.
Yeah, I mean, guess we'll start walking past them
Mm.
because they look like they cleared a path for us. They're not.
Oh.
Alright,
So,
so I guess I'll go first, and then Piper will be right behind me, I guess.
all right.
You wanna go?
I'll follow Piper.
I'll go follow Piper and Oscar.
I cannot move you.
Oh no.
Yeah, Oscar's locked.
Oscar is locked.
I'm captivated by the sight of these blink dogs.
I mean, who wouldn't be? I'll send you a picture in the group chat.
Yeah, just walk past them, but still keeping an eye on them, just just in case they want to go after us, I guess.
Okay. I mean, at the moment, it's appearing that they're giving you passage,
All right, I'm walking.
and those hyenas are just freaking like charging at the bars as y'all go past.
I give him the finger.
Can just-
Can I?
I don't know.
Can I? Well, when I pass one of the cage or the hyena, I would throw a ration in there just to distract them. It's like one away from
on which one?
To both, just like one in each cage, I think.
All right. So as you do that, they just frickin' swarm it, and it's just like a mosh pit in there. They're just like going after the ration and attacking each other. It's crazy up in there. So
Did you do that on purpose?
Move.
Mm.
We're all just moving, right? Are
Yeah.
we all able to move? Can we
I
move
mean,
around?
I'll motion to the group. Piper and I will just like, come on, guys. They're letting us go. So go.
Yeah, I'm following Piper.
and once you get over there, Cronus, you're gonna see the stairs are going up.
And there doesn't look like there's any other like hidden doors or secret passages from where we're at.
Nope.
All right, I guess going up.
All right. So yeah, I mean they're letting everybody go through. There's there's no aggression, and they're gonna
As
let
I-
them all pass.
As I pass one, I just give it a little chinny scratch, and then I.
It is gonna blink. It is gonna blink and move.
Oh, sorry.
Because that was a movement that it wasn't expected, so it blinked and changed location. But they are seem to be enjoying the rations. So as you'll all head out, I mean they're all gonna continue to watch as y'all make the corner and go up, and I will take y'all back because y'all will be out of that scenario.
I posted a picture of the blink dog in the group chat, so you can check it out later. I
I
had to
love
find
them.
a halfway decent one.
I love them
Wow.
so much. Me too.
You befriended a lot of those just now.
I don't think
Yeah.
we're that close yet, but I want them to like travel with us.
So
I
at the
understand
same
they're
time, I
roughly
don't
the
want them to
size of
die.
a bear, maybe a little bit bigger.
So yeah, as y'all go up the stairs, go ahead and zoom out on the map.
Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Oh
And-
wait,
And y'all are going to pop back up. I'll just go ahead and move y'all. Kronos, yeah, you're gonna be popping back up.
Damn it.
can't see anything because I'm short. These tall people in front of me.
Do you recognize where you're at?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a fun trip, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so down was a bad option.
Yeah.
Well,
We've
it
all
was
decided.
an option, not necessarily a bad option. You
There
know,
we go.
we're trying
Do
to
you guys
explore.
want-
You have to
Grab
meet
more.
a fey creature. Think about that.
They
And-
blink. Did you saw that?
Piper's
like-
Fae.
I mean, it could have been bad if y'all would have decided to hurt one of them.
Yeah, when I heard they were
Real
blink
bad.
dogs, me and
Yeah.
the player's like, oh no.
So yeah, I mean that's where you're at. Kind of like where you just dropped off the rats. So
Do you want to grab more meat and give it to the blink dog?
They may not.
I wonder if we could like set them free because I don't know if they're supposed to be there.
They answer yes, right?
Well, they can. Well, there might be some force walls or something
Yeah.
behind them, but
Mm-hmm.
if we didn't sense anything, I would assume that was less than 10 minutes. So I don't know if my detect magic would have went off while I was down there.
So let's see if it would have went off seeing the blink dogs
Right.
because they blink, and that is magic teleportation. So that would be the only thing at the moment.
Huh.
you would have detected magically.
I wonder why they're down there then with the hyenas.
Yeah, they didn't follow us up and out of the stairs.
So what do you think the hyena's alignment might be?
Probably
Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
either
chaotic neutral. I think
Chaotic.
that's what a Magnus alignment actually is.
Yeah, looking at it, they're actually unaligned, so it can go either way, depending on their situation. But
Do you want to bait the dogs out of the basement with food?
and
Well, there is a half ogre up here. That would be enough to feed the hyenas and the blink dogs.
We could befriend all of them and have the rats with us too. This is have an army.
just have a parade, go through the whole.
Better idea. Let's entrust this castle to them when we're done here.
all right, so nothing was down. Kind of explored the ground floor, so I
Up
think
it is.
up is pretty much the only option right now, and maybe whatever's holding them down there, we'll figure out what's holding them down there is to free them or take care of them as need be. So
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Yep.
All right, so since we got about 5 or 10 more minutes, does the party want to go up now, or do y'all want to secure a place to rest?
I don't really think much have changed before we went down, so I
I
can't.
don't think we need to rush.
Yeah,
Okay,
We
just freeze frame it somewhere.
yeah. I'm assuming we'll probably get to the top of the steps and then.
freeze frame there.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, you want a marching order up the steps, maybe?
We could use the same marching
Yeah.
order.
Yeah, so
Yep. And here's some words now to be continued.
Hip hop.
I want to save the top of the stairs for next week. I don't want you to see what's there. I want you to
Yeah.
wonder
So
Oh,
all week.
is that to scale that we could probably go 2 by 2 up these stairs?
I would say so,
Cool.
because that is 10 foot.
marching order then.
That is, yeah, so if you want to throw your marching order and then when we start next week, we'll have the new map on the new floor and possibly everybody with us. So if you want to go ahead and set up your tokens, and then we'll freeze frame it at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, sure.
I'm good wherever.
This is fun, Brett. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, you will. And what I would also like everybody to do is level up.
Oh,
Okay, Killian has a new goal in life, which is befriend every blink dog.
So if you want to stick around for a few minutes and go over things while everybody's
Yeah,
here,
let's do
if you want to go, I got about 10 more minutes and I'm gonna have to bounce, but y'all can stay on the channel when I leave. It's no issue. But if y'all want to go over, y'all level up with everybody.
What can we do at level 4?